Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your Muse Traci. I am your favorite manifestation coach, and I am here to inspire you and empower you to live the life of your dreams, to create on purpose exactly what you want in all areas of your life, to stop settling and to stop suffering. You are not here to suffer. If that sounds good to you, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. I offer one-on-one coaching, and I am now offering group coaching to help you transform and revolutionize your life in all areas. Since my one-on-one coaching program is full and there is also a wait list, I have developed a group coaching program to teach you the exact steps you need to learn everything I teach in my one-on-one coaching program. And this will be an 8-week program with a group mastermind community, a platform, an area for sharing your experiences and your wins, as well as live coaching with me throughout the week. This will be part 1 of a 2-part series, and this first part is Empowered to Create. It's called Empowered to Create. It is highly focused on the fundamentals and overcoming your limiting beliefs and programming that I've been talking a lot about on my channel. And it's really what I consider to be one of the 2 pillars for mastering conscious creation, right? So we take a deep dive into your belief system and do the work to change programming so that this will be the last coaching that you need. I do not want you guys in coaching with me forever or with anyone, really. I mean, that's not really the thing that you need. You need to learn the basics, learn how to apply it, learn from someone who has the experience, has been through it. I've been through all of it, which I'm going to talk about a little bit in this video today. But by the end of this 8-week program, you will understand effortless manifesting, and you will have gone through the process to clear your blocks, your limiting beliefs, your limiting programming. That is a lie, by the way. And yes, you will, again, go through the same process that I teach in my one-on-one coaching program. And this mastermind environment is something that is highly recommended. It's highly beneficial to learn in this group atmosphere. So I'm super excited to bring this to you guys, and I will be releasing more and more details as we get closer to starting. The start date is going to be May 8th, so definitely let me know. The doors will close around that date, so let me know if you have any questions, if you're interested in learning more, signing up, whatever you want to know. Just send me an email or leave me a comment down below. All right, you guys, so let's get into this video today. I am doing a remake. This is a video that I have made in the past. And of course, we're going to be quoting some things from the Bible and also from Neville. I quote Neville so much, you guys. It's not the only person that I've learned from, obviously, but he literally changed everything. It's really fun for me to go back and look at I do a lot of audiobooks, so to go back and look at my Audible library, and it's like how the evolution went for me. So yes, I knew about The Secret. I actually started, this whole thing was kicked off by an author named Jen Sincero, who wrote the book You're a Badass. If you guys have never read it, never heard of it, awesome book. And that led me into Abraham Hicks. Spent a lot of time there, and I really liked it. I liked the message, but you know, it's very law of attraction, and I find personally, even though now I can understand it to be the same message, just using different words, but at the time, I struggled with applying it. It seemed like it was very intangible. And one day I'll share that Audible, the library list with you guys. I just find it fascinating, and maybe you guys will too. There was a lot in between Abraham Hicks and then when I found Neville. That's when everything changed, because Neville I found it to be so empowering, right? It just is, compared to everything else that I had read and studied before. Neville's teachings are so empowering literally, you could open any one of his books, turn to any page, and it's going to be like empowerment, 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 empowerment. It's all just so empowering. You can literally pick out almost any sentence in any book, and it's like a quote that'll change your life. So that's why I quote so much with Neville, you guys. It changed my life tremendously. I find it to be super empowering and super like, I don't know what the exact word I'm looking for here is, like, you can implement it. You can implement his teachings. Whereas with other people that I studied and other teachings, I was very much like, I don't know, am I doing it? I can't tell, right? So I personally like to have things that are a little bit more tangible in ways that I apply it, is the best way that I can say it. So anyway, back to this video. This video is all about faith. And I'm going to quote the Bible. I'm going to quote some of Neville's lecture about walk by faith, not by sight. And yes, this is also something that is talked about in the Bible as well. So a few different quotes coming here. So let's start. I think this first one is a quote by Neville. Walking by faith, not sight, means fixing our eyes on what is eternal. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Okay. The next quote, faith is feeling or living in the consciousness of being the thing desired. Faith is the secret of creation. Again, brilliant. That quote right there literally says it all. Faith is feeling or living in the consciousness of being the thing desired. It's sort of what Neville's talking about, like living from the end, living in the consciousness of already being the thing that you desire to be or to experience or to have. Faith is the secret to creation. Okay, then he goes on to say the Bible defines faith as the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. What is seen is made out of the things that do not appear. Faith does not give reality to things that are not seen. It is loyalty to reality that makes things appear. Okay, that is literally what faith is. Also, he said, the mystery of creation is to be understood in terms of faith. So what is faith? It is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of the things not seen with the mortal eye. All things exist, and the mystery of their creation must be understood in terms of faith. But faith does not give reality to that which is unseen. Faith is loyalty to the unseen reality. Only in this sense can the meaning of faith be understood, right? Okay, so he's saying it's not the faith that creates things because creation is finished, everything already exists. Your faith in a thing brings it to be seen in your reality, right? It's loyalty to the unseen that allows it to be seen in your reality. Yeah. So faith is the belief in the unseen. It is calling the unseen to be seen. And faith is a choice. Faith is a choice, you guys. It is not something you were born with or you either have or you don't have. It is a choice to believe in the unseen over believing in what is seen. And this is part of my journey that I wanted to share with you guys. I did come from a somewhat religious background, and I think probably in my early 20s considered myself to be a realist. I didn't have faith basically in pretty much anything. I pretty much thought, well, if I see it, I believe it. I think that's what a realist is. So this is where I came from. again, I don't think that that was really what was taught to me. Again, I was raised somewhat religious, so I wasn't taught to be a realist, but it's sort of like what I resonated with. I just felt like, I don't know. I don't know what to believe, so I'm just going to believe in what I already see around me. So this is how far that I have come in my journey, right? I was not someone that just, always had faith, always just believed. No, very much the opposite. And so through my own journey, I realized, oh, faith is not something that you're born with. It's not something you have or you don't have. It is literally a choice. It is a choice for you to believe. Again, once you learn about all of this, you have a choice to believe in things that you don't see. If you believe what Neville's teaching, that your imagination is God, everything already exists, then it's a choice to put your faith in things that you don't see already. It's a choice. And when you do this, those things become seen, right? And this is, again, what I want to talk about in this video. But let me go back to my notes. I don't want to jump too far ahead. Right. So it is a choice, and it's not really also a one-time choice. It's like a moment to moment to moment to moment choice. Bringing yourself back as you're experiencing, whatever you're experiencing with your five senses, you can feel free to still have faith in your desires if you don't see them around you. You can still choose to have faith in your imagination, in your consciousness, right? With the understanding that what is seen is old, it's dead, so to speak. It is the past, and it is incorrect to think that what is seen is the real reality. This is the flaw in our perspective, our previous perspective, the old perspective. It's an illusion. Your consciousness is the real reality, okay? What is seen, what you can sense with your five senses, is the result of your consciousness. It is the product of your consciousness. It is what you aligned yourself with, and now it's being seen around you through you aligning with it through your consciousness. Okay, it is thinking that out there is what's real. That's sort of like the wrong way around. That's the illusion. And again, that's what you're working on breaking. You're breaking out of that illusion. The mistake that most people make is not having faith, right? They have faith, but they put their faith in their past experiences, what they've seen or heard or experienced. They have tremendous faith in these things. And they fail to put their faith in the things that are unseen. They fail to put their faith in the things that they've never experienced, right? Things like having a beautiful, loving relationship, having the amount of money that they want in their experience, having more than enough money, having the job or the home or the car or the body or physical appearance that they prefer. They fail to put their faith in these things that they desire if they have never seen them, right? Because they have never seen them, then they tend to not put their faith because of what they've seen previously. This is the mistake. Okay? Again, it's not that you're not having faith. You're just having faith in what you've seen before, what you've experienced before. Right? So they fail to put their faith in these things simply because they've never seen them or experienced them in their 3D reality, in their reality. Maybe they've seen other people with the relationships or the money or the job or the car or the physical appearance, but they've never seen that for themselves. So they struggle to put their faith in these things for them. Now, the main reason for this is, of course, back to your programming. Knowing that your ideal things exist, but thinking that they just aren't available to you is programming. It's a lie, right? It's a self-concept that you picked up along the way, that you were taught probably at a young age, that, oh yeah, you don't get to have that ideal thing. Sure, you can see it out there in the world, but that's for other people. That's not meant for you. That's a lie. That's totally a lie. And again, it's just programming. It's things that you can change in your belief system, and you should change in your belief system, because the only thing that can keep you in the illusion of not having the things that you prefer is your belief system, right? That's it, period. There's nothing else, because as I've mentioned before, there's nothing opposing you. There's nothing against you. There's nothing, there is no actual rule that you don't get to experience the thing that you prefer. That's a concept held within you, okay? So you don't have to hold that concept. Your concepts are a choice. Consciously choosing them is preferred, but if you're not consciously choosing them, then they've been chosen by you unconsciously, okay? But you can, at this point, choose your beliefs, your concepts that you commit yourself to, that you put your faith into. You can choose those concepts so that it aligns with what you would love to experience. And that is really what you're meant to be doing here. That is what you could call evolution. And I've spoken about this before as well. This is one of the reasons why we desire things that are bigger than our belief system, for the purpose of expansion or evolution or whatever you want to call it. It's for the purpose of evolving you, right? This is always all about you. No one to change but self. Just changing you, just changing your programming, changing your concepts, changing your belief system, because creation is finished. It's all already there. If you're not experiencing it, if it's not showing up, if it's not visible to you, if you can't sense it with your five senses, okay, no problem really. Let's just take a look at what is the concept held inside of you that causes it to be not seen. It's really just that simple. It's really just that simple. And I know sometimes it can feel like it's not simple. I understand, you guys, but it really is that simple. Not easy, but it is just that simple. If what you prefer to experience, again, with relationships, with money, with jobs, with your environment, your home, your car, your physical body and appearance, whatever it is, it is available to you. It already exists. If you can have a thought about it, if you have a desire for it, it already exists. If it's not visible to you in your circumstances, in your 3D reality, that is because of something going on inside of you. You either have a concept that it doesn't exist, it's not available for you, you don't get to experience that something. And, I don't want you guys to feel bad about that. You are not your programming. You are not your programming. You're the consciousness. You're the awareness. So become aware of what is in your programming and do the work to change it. We're not, it's not about blame. It's not about shame. None of that really gets you anywhere. So for me, it's a waste of time. I don't indulge, and I don't recommend that you indulge, because where is that getting you? It's not, it's first of all going to create a lack of awareness. It's going to create more suppression, more repression, more pushing things down, more, keeping things hidden and out of sight, because why would you want to look at things that you feel bad about? So and almost the whole game going on here, you guys, is awareness, is consciousness, becoming more and more conscious, more and more aware of what's going on inside of you. What are the concepts that you have? What are the thoughts that you have about yourself? What are you saying about yourself and about other people in secret? This is what is being reflected back to you in your physical reality. So and you can't change what you're not aware of. So we don't want to continue to suppress things out of blame and shame. No, we want to shine a light on everything, right? Neville calls this unbiased self-observation. Just try to be aware without condemning yourself, without shaming yourself, because again, none of that is helpful. None of that will actually help you to increase and improve your awareness. It's going to do the opposite, actually. It's going to create more suppression, more repression, and more things hidden from you. and out of your awareness. We want the opposite of that. We want to create more awareness. Okay, so a little tangent, but definitely relevant. Back to the subject at hand, faith. So this is really what I want to remind you guys. This is the main purpose of this video, because two things. It is not that you don't have faith, right? And I don't want you to think about yourself in that way. You do. You probably have tremendous faith. You just probably put your faith more easily, more effortlessly, more diligently into what you've already seen, what you've already experienced, what you've already had going on in your life. You have a lot of faith in that. You know, because of what you've lived, sure, you can create more of that. But just as well as you know that, you can also know whatever it is you prefer, whatever it is you desire, putting your faith in that is equally as plausible. Everything exists. Creation is finished. You do not need to put your faith in things only that you have seen. Allow yourself, trust yourself to put your faith into things unseen. And let me go back to the quote just as a reminder here. Let's see, where was the quote? All things exist, and the mystery of their creation must be understood in terms of faith. But faith does not give reality to that which is unseen. Faith is loyalty to the unseen reality. Only in this sense can the meaning of faith be understood, right? I want you guys to understand your faith is not creating anything. Your faith is allowing things to become seen in your 3D reality, in your physical reality, because everything already exists. So I'm repeating this so that you can see how putting your faith in things that you've seen doesn't need to be easier than putting your faith in things that you've never seen. That is the habit. That's kind of like your go-to maybe, and what you do automatically, but you can practice, you can choose, you can decide, you can start to put your faith in unseen things. Right? Does this make sense? All right, I have one more quote to finish the video, the lecture. No, finish the video with. And this, I was reading my notes here. This quote is from Neville's lecture about walk by faith. Okay. So now everything begins in the imagination. For man is all imagination, and God is man. God and man differ only in the degree of imagination's intensity. Now, keyed low, man walks by sight or by faith in his human imagination. Walking by sight is easier because buildings rarely move. But when you walk by faith, the object in your mind's eye must remain as stable as those of the physical eye. Right? So, yes, walking by sight is easier. But if you want to create the things that you don't currently see, this is how you break out of cycles. Put your attention on the unseen. Put your attention on your consciousness, on your imagination, and put your faith into that. This is your superpower, you guys. This is your God-given right and ability to create your reality. There is no supposed to. There is no right and wrong. Trust yourself. Trust what you have desires for, and understand that is what's meant for you. That is what is trying to come through you. That is what your higher self is wanting to experience through you in this human physical form. So you don't need to question your desires. You don't need to wonder if they're right or wrong. I mean, of course, we're not harming anyone, okay? But your desires are meant for you. They are meant for you. You're meant to be experiencing whatever that is. And again, if that feels bigger than your belief system, of course, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? That is for your evolution, for your expansion, for you to expand your programming, for you to expand your belief in yourself, what you believe you get to have, what you believe you get to experience, what you believe is available to you. It's all available to you. So your job is to expand your belief system, expand your programming, and allow yourself, decide to put your faith in the unseen. Allow yourself to have faith in the unseen rather than just putting your faith in what you've already seen, what you've already experienced, what you've already lived. You've already done that. Allow yourself to put your faith in the unseen. Again, it's not that you don't have faith. You're just putting yourself repeatedly over and over, putting your faith in what you've already seen and experienced. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you're new to having faith, if you're deciding to have faith, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.